what is the name of the studio actually? Okay. All right. Tonight we're at Workable Art Studio in Piscataway.
Yes.
Right. Not Piscataway. Right behind Rutgers University actually. And we're getting ready for December 19th and 18th and 19th, I believe. 18th, or is it 19th and 20th? 19th and 20th performance at Rutgers University.
Yes.
Want to introduce yourself to the people?
My name is Quincy Pronker. I'm the artistic director of Workable Art Studios, and we are a Christian professional dance company situated right here in Piscataway in the middle of New Jersey.
Okay.
And what we do here is we teach children from 3 and up, and then we have a full adult touring company that tours across America.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm the American Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Talent Talker Talk Show, Harvest Radio, and you can reach us at enjoyharvest.com also. All right, what do you want to talk about in terms of the studio and your involvement in dance?
And my involvement in dance.
How far? How old are you?
I'm 23.
So how far do you go back in dance?
How far? I started when I was professionally 13.
13 years old.
But I started dancing when I was, I would say, 6.
Oh, okay.
And I started in church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Church in New Jersey here?
Faith Fellowship Ministries in Sayreville.
Oh, yes. So you were at the old building.
I was at the old building.
On Tremont.
On Oak Tree.
Oak Tree, right?
The old building, and then we ended up moving to Sayreville.
Yes.
And I've been a part of the dance ministry there.
Okay.
And I choreograph for the church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's where I started. I started in church.
So most of the dancers, do most of them come from Faith Fellowship?
No.
They come from all?
They come from all over. I think the furthest comes from the Poconos.
Wow.
Yeah.
They come here every day?
Come here about 4 times a week.
So are you open every day?
Every day except for Sunday and Friday right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, in terms of, do they get grants to come here, or do they have to pay or whatever?
It depends on their situation.
Mm-hmm.
If there are inner city children
Sure.
that cannot afford, we do what we have to do and get the grants and things like that. So, and it's all about networking and getting out there and performing as much as we can.
Sure.
But when we perform, it's also ministry, so it's not just for the money.
Sure.
We perform so we minister to everyone.
Well, yeah, but the truth of the matter is too that you would have to get some economics to keep it going.
Yeah.
Other than that, right there, you have to work
Exactly.
a 9 to 9,
Exactly, yeah.
So that's kind of difficult and everything. And not to say that you're all out for the money, but the idea that you have to get paid in some kind of way, and because what I've learned is so important to emphasize that, because some will believe that you don't need to be paid.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
You pay everybody else, but you don't need to
Yeah.
get yours. So now you said that you actually worked with Alvin Elliott at one time. Okay. And from what year were you?
I was there from 2003 to 2004.
Okay.
And it's funny because when I made my venture out into the world, it wasn't what God wanted me to do at the time. It was more of a get what you can, technique-wise,
Sure.
and bring it back to the kingdom of God.
Right.
So when I went, a lot of doors opened up for me, but it wasn't the doors that God was opening.
Sure.
So when I went to Ailey, there was other doors that opened. I got into other shows like Cats, and I did
okay.
all kinds of things.
So you travel with Cats?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was an experience, and even other ballet companies I was with in New York, but it was never really where God was. I was never comfortable.
But then what you're saying is that if you dance with Alvin Elliott, dance ensemble, and you also with the Cats, you do a variety of dances.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because when I was growing up, I started singing. I was a singer first.
Okay.
After singing, I started doing some acting. I got a role playing Tiny Tim in Christmas Carol at North Simpson Hall years ago. I think I was like maybe 6 or 7.
Wow.
And that's where I started. And then after that, I started dancing, and I was like, okay, this is what I love to do, So
Sure.
I kind of just meshed everything up together.
Okay.
And I ended up actually, this is one of my testimonies that I love to tell people is, when God knows, when you know that God has a plan for you,
Sure.
you have to really, really keep in Him and study the Word and really seek His heart and see
Sure.
what He wants. There was an audition for Juilliard, and that was always a place I thought I wanted to go.
Is Juilliard still in business?
Juilliard is still there,
Oh,
and it's
okay,
running, and
yeah.
it's the #1 conservatory in the world.
Is that right?
Yeah,
We used to
everybody-
hear about it a lot on the commercial. You don't hear it
it's
as much.
still there. It's in
Yeah.
New York, Lincoln Center, and I wanted to go there so bad. I wanted to go, and I based my life around that.
Wow.
I got a private audition, and I was going up there, and I said, you know what, God, I was on the train with my mother, and my mom is a praying woman, and
Sure.
she prays over me 24/7. That's what she does. She covers me. And we were on the train up there, and I said, God, is this what you want me to do? And I said, if it's not, stop me right now. And my mom, I told her, I turned around to my mom, and I said, Mom, start praying. And immediately when she started praying, the train broke down. So I remember that day we got off the train, and we're sitting there, and I missed the audition, and I'm like, you know what? God, I believe that this is from you, but I know that you're going to open the door for something else.
Sure.
But that weekend, I got a full scholarship to Bible school.
Wow.
And I went down to Bible college, and I studied at Sunshine Bible College in Fort Myers
Okay.
with a full scholarship.
And how many years did you say?
That was for a year.
For 1 year?
That was for 1 year. And they plunge you into the Word.
Wow.
I mean, you read books after books after books. You're in class from Monday to Friday.
Wow.
Saturday, you're working at the church every day, So there was a time where I was consecrated before God.
Okay.
And I was ministered to all the time, and it was a great experience.
So you incorporate that even into your dance
Yes,
today?
we do. Now, what I do, because I studied with other companies, and one Christian company is Ballet Magnificat, I studied with their Christian professional ballet company, where they incorporate Christ, but the technique. So you have to be good.
Yes.
And the thing with a lot of Christian companies these days, they're subpar. They're not the best. And as Christians, we should be striving to be the best.
Sure,
I've
sure,
always
because you're in
believed that.
competition with I hate to use that phrase, but
Yeah,
the enemy.
exactly,
You're in competition
exactly.
with all that, whatever else is going on.
So what I did was I said, you know what, I'm going to come back home and give New Jersey what I didn't have, what I was always looking for, which is a place where I could dance and be myself, and also have the spiritual side.
Okay.
So when I came here, I said, you know what, let's start. So we started praying, and we started with one kid, and that kid is still with us to this day. And we started renting space from another studio. They ended up kicking us out because they found out that we were Christians.
Okay.
And that we were proclaiming Christ. So they were like, we cannot have religion here, and you guys have to go. We were out on the street, and we had about the time 15 students.
Okay.
And we prayed. We started praying. 3 months later, we found this place, and we came in, and we had to open up for September, which was a month. It was in August. So we found the place. We gutted it out. We painted. I got some of my friends together. We started just going, and came together. And September 2nd, we started with classes.
And that was September 2nd of what year?
That was 2005.
Wow, so you guys been here 6 years.
No, I mean not 2000. I'm sorry, 2007, 6.
2006.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You like what? 4 years?
No,
5?
no, 3.
2006.
End of 2006.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
end of 2006. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So now, what is your future goal? And I'm sure you asked that a lot.
Well, my future goal is to, of course, rebuild the kingdom in the arts, media. Our
Sure.
mission here is to reach a sight and sound generation.
Okay.
So what we're doing, my company, the doll company, has grown from 3 members to 15.
Wow.
Professional dancers, not just any dancers that come off the street. These are professional dancers that have danced all their lives. So our goal is to be able to stand next to Haley, be able to stand next to Joffrey Ballet, American Repertory Ballet, and
What about, is the Dance Theater of Harlem still?
Dance Theater Problem still going.
Okay,
Still
okay,
going.
yeah,
I'm
I've
taking
seen that
classes
picture.
there. I know a couple of dancers there, and they're great also. Great company.
Yes,
Great
yes.
company.
And I think Alvin Ellie them built that new building over there.
Yes, they built a new building. I actually left the year before they built. They
Have you
finished it.
visit there?
Yeah, I still go by and take classes. I know tons of people there, so I still go by and take classes with them here and there. So even when they're around in the neighborhood, I'll go see them at NJ Pack.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
go to the State Theater. Sometimes they're there. So yeah, so still going to check them out.
Let's talk about what are the exercises that's done for a dancer? You seem to be in great shape. What?
Exercises that are done. First of all, it's a lifestyle. It's not something that a lot of people think that it's easy. It's not easy. It's hard. We actually did. I was a part of a study where they took football players and dancers and made them do the opposite. So the dancers did football and the